Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. This guy's been on a 2-game slide since winning their opener a few weeks back. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
Brandon, that's giving your team a big burst to start things off. Already beginning a drive in the red zone. Hallelujah.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with a rookie. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
No touchdown.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
To the
line.
air, Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
It's a gain of 20.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Falcons. 1st and 10 at the
The give is to McLaughlin. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll throw with Penix. Dancing to his left. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Robinson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Just shy of the
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Charlie Warner, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll send Brown in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 31. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air goes Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Falcons. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They followed up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Penix. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
14.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. Now, this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They go play action. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Coverage by Mikey Sanderstill.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here's Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Daniels.
At the 26-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Daniels. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Now an option play on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll see about converting this third and 8.
To number 87.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Now Daniels. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Commanders.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st down, Washington.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run this one in. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Washington.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Falcons offense set to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flush to his right. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
2nd and 6. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
Washington.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Well, the man is Osborne. He's got it. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Off the play fake, Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Gay on for the Washington field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home for an NFC West battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 52 yards, touchdown. The Seahawks have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Penix going to sneak it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 yards. First down, Commanders.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. It's a pickup of 3.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, a 12-yard touchdown run. as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Washington will line up for the...
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Falcons, 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To Jaleel McLaughlin. A 6-yard pickup brings up
to the air. Penix. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage by...
Looking to throw Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Penix going to sneak it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. Let's prepare for him to try and take off.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Penix. Oh, that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give him a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Moss on the give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This now a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Clark Phillips, the one there defensively to bat it away. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jet sweep. Here's London. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off play action, here's Penix. To the sideline and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Von Bell on the coverage.
And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Penix. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. On 4th down, they'll try and run for him. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st down, Washington.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On the counter, this is Moss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a toss here, Moss running to the left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
Commanders first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Daniels. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and 3.
11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Debo going in motion left. Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down with Moss. Taken down at the 42. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Commanders.
Eckler now between the tackles. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Washington.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here They were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
2nd and 16 at the 22.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Robinson, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Amos. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.